I've seen natural disasters up close. You probably have too. We know how our lives can change in the blink of an eye. Duracell sent me to the FDNY training facility, and I talked to firefighters about the night Sandy struck New York. They called it one of the most challenging nights in the history of the department.
163, engine 166, engine 152.
We knew what was coming, but we really weren't sure what we were going to experience, and I think it was even a little bit more than we thought.
Communications was down. We knew we were on our own.
And there was about 5.5 feet of water rushing down the block. There was all kinds of debris in it. The early stages, they actually had cars in it, pieces of the boardwalk.
People just wandering aimlessly with just a look of devastation on their face. It kind of looked like just a war zone. Our truck broke down right before the brunt of the storm really kicked in.
We were all terrified. I was scared. Guys were scared. You know, some guys have families.
I could honestly say the first time in 32 years that during an operation, I really thought that we had a good chance of losing somebody.
We all grabbed a ladder, a portable ladder, and we waded basically in 5.5 feet of water for about 4 blocks worth. And one by one, we went to each window, and someone went up that ladder while everyone else braced the bottom of the ladder from being washed away.
I'm not quite sure how we did it.
The moment we saw the people, the coldness of the water, my fear of getting electrocuted was really the furthest thing from my mind. There's a 6-year-old girl, so like the water's not cold. I don't care about the power lines. If you can just find an opportunity to help somebody, it's the best thing you can do for yourself in a way, you know?
There's a saying in our job, sometimes we're more lucky than good. And I think that night we might have been very, very fortunate.
You don't train for the best case scenario with the FDNY. You train for the worst. The brave men of Ladder Company 137 and Engine Company 268 were honored by the FDNY this year specifically for their work that night. They don't consider themselves heroes, but we do. This year, Duracell has given away 1 million of its new quantum batteries to first responders across the country. So we're sharing these stories with you, stories of quantum heroes.